Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking left. It's caught. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. They really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
A nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
They keep attacking through the air. Floats it out in space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now on the move.
The ball carried by the quarterback. Picks up 4. Brings up 2nd down.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Using his feet. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And RD, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. On the move at the 30. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can...
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on 3rd. He lets it fly. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Using the quick game. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on the quarterback.
And to stop the jet sweep, you've got to be great at containing. You have to have players in the perimeter of your defense funnel the football and force it to go back inside. That time, that defense was not allowing that receiver to get outside.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Motion from the offense. Breaking out the jet sweep. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun. Wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass makes this. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Makes his connection. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Gets it to the back. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Takes the easy completion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions with incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not much.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. He's going to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. On the move. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Set up for second and short after that completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. LSU will get a first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. This quarterback part of their running game. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Trying to find his man on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
On second down, looking again to throw. He uncorks one deep. Picked off. Takes it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big...
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. He exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
After the big first down sack, it's second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Hey, man, they've got a big lead on offense, and they are still taking shots. They are challenging this secondary deep down the field. They barely missed that one.
They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Boy, that seemed to be... The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run play action. He fires one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now on 2nd down. Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
To the air on 1st down. Looking deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, LSU! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. Oh, what a move! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Touchdown Tigers! And the route is on. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets it out quickly.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Line getting set on second down. Gets it out fast. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. Wrestled down at the 26, it's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect him to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Fires to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Using his feet to buy time. Got enough space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed them there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands, and when he's there, he can make people miss.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well, but now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Looking to move it through the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
What a snag by the defense. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting...
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.